Okay, this is a little bit of a different video for me. For the last month or so, I've been working on I guess I'll click to here. I'm working in RPG Maker to make a Resident Evil inspired JRPG. And so this is Dev Diary 1, I guess. I want to kind of look at this every month or so and see progress and all of that. Even though it's been a little bit over a month, I've been working on this. Originally, it was like 2021. I got how some core gameplay features down, and then basically didn't work on it in any big, meaningful way for over a year. But right before June, I started working on this more. This is my test area, where I test things. I spent a lot of time in this room, in this little room, just testing different systems, because the way I wanted it to work, inspired by Resident Evil, was to have it to where you have to switch to different weapons and manage ammo and all of that, to where you could get ambushed by something and be like, oh shit, I don't have the shotgun equipped, I need to equip it in the middle of battle. And at seemingly the best idea I came up with, and it is the one that will continue on, is essentially I have classes for the weapons. Currently it's just a pistol and a shotgun, and you have to use the skill. So there's a skill to switch to each weapon. See, equip pistol here, and it changes your class. And this is, I've already implemented it, and that works. And reloading works, like that's a skill you have to do in there, and it reloads whatever you have currently equipped. Because I wanted it to be your base attack is fire the gun, right? In all these RPGs, if we just pull it up, this is what's playing. Let's go to the test room. Okay. It'll attack me. So the zombies move around and they attack you. A 2 means I have to fight it. That's only for testing. Basically, there is a 30% chance, I think it is right now, that for any random on the board encounter, because there's just zombies floating around, 30% chance you will not be able to escape at all, and you have to fight. Otherwise, you can basically just run away at any time whenever you want, incur a 2 HP penalty, and then run away. More or less. But you can get trapped, so there is some risk there. It is an active time battle, and I don't have it set up to where I have any guns right now. So like shooting would be your default thing, and your ammo is your MP. The zombies are like 50% of the time they're just gonna shamble around, and the rest of the time they're gonna fight you. But I have a stab action if I have a knife, so this is where all your other things would be. Pretty basic. Don't hit me, it's not nice. I think, oh, I can't escape. Alright, get out of there then. We'll go here. So this is after the opening of the game. This will be the grand entrance hall. I have items indicated by the little sparkles. And then it goes away. Obviously, that's easy. This is a save station. Stop running around, little girl. So there are limited save resources if you go in here. Oops. I like Shard of Hope. I don't know. Just what I have right now. Half of this video is just to kind of see, because I'm about to implement a new tile set, because this is the like default one that comes with the game, which I like a lot actually, and I think it would work fine. It's just, I don't know, maybe get a different tile set. We can go upstairs and I'll show off the combat. Oh, actually no. So this will be the beginning of the game. You can get the pistol over here. Spoilers. This is the door animation. Which I recently found out people hate the door animation stuff in Resident Evil. I love it, and I will not remove it. I think that animation, the art aside, you know, everything's music's placeholder, everything's placeholder. Maybe it's final, who knows? But I like the door animation. I think it comes across, especially the way I implement it here. I think it looks really fucking cool. Oh, I wasn't supposed to swear. Oh well, who cares? These are like, all the books are generally interactable. This is one of the tutorials. So this tutorial basically tells you, no, that you can push objects, so you have an ability. Oh, I didn't give her the ability. This is the problem with the save files jacked up. We'll just go over here and give her the thing. I named my partner character Goob. And you equip the pistol, just in case. Oh, there's a key under here. Cool. So now I have the pistol, and I have ammo, and I have the push ability. That's a oversight on my part, actually. Let's just go fix that. She has the push thing. Oh, something must have got broken. We'll figure it out. Not a big deal. So the push action you can use wherever outside of battle and push on anything going on. So if you push, like if you interact with this grandfather clock, nothing happens. If you go in here, and there's other actions too, you can push on it, makes a little sound. Oh, look, there's something here. 20 components. So the components is going to be for upgrading weapons. You don't level up like in a normal JRPG. Just, it's basically if Resident Evil was a turn-based game and in this style. I love this door. I think it's so cool. So right now I have a bunch of rooms you can go into. Let's go upstairs, actually. Hopefully upstairs isn't screwed up, because I was doing stuff to it and it got messed up. Oh, that's another cool thing. So any note you find, like all these notes, here, I'll show this off. If you if you go here, I have quests to escape the mansion. You find a phone, maybe there's a working phone. These are just items, more or less, that you give the player, but I can manipulate the text and kind of update them as you go on your quest. View notes and documents are all the tutorials here. So this is, see, 6 things. This is a note that you'll find. Oh, cool. Whatever, blah, blah, blah. Spoilers. And then if you go in here, see if it doesn't work. Nope, acceptance letter right here. Doesn't have a little icon, but now you can review that thing you just got because I gave you the item. In lieu of having 400 items in your inventory that are tutorials. I hope this background music isn't super fucking loud. Don't swear, God. There's no cool transition for stairs. Sorry, I can make one easily, but I don't know. We'll see. You're not opening a door. It does have the stair animation though, doesn't it? Yeah. This is more meant to be one room anyway. So a lot of the zombies are following their own routes. Like this guy who's stuck. What's he doing? What the hell's your problem? What? This is it? Oh, did I move him over? I must have moved him over. Oh, poor guy, he's stuck against the wall. Boop. And I'm using RPG Maker because it's pretty much, I've used it for years. I probably first used RPG Maker in like the year 2000. So I'm not like the best at it, but I do know kind of what's going on. Anyway, these are set up by events. They're doing their own little thing. And then as soon as you get close, it'll trigger a volume there. And oops, I keep clicking on, and now he's following me. Same with this guy who's gonna be in the way. So let's fight one with the pistol. Pew, 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 pew. So you can shoot it, just normal. Bam! And just like in Resident Evil, the point of the combat is to, like, do I have enough stuff to accomplish this goal of getting to the combat? It's not necessarily that it's difficult. It's gonna be like, crap, I don't want to get into this. Don't want to deal with it. There's a zombie. The zombies stay there. They may or may not come back. I haven't decided yet. Generally, that would be based on story events. It's not always going to be one-on-one either. Boop, boop, boop. Let's go fight another guy. So even if you haven't... That guy's still trying to get me, too. He's a little lost. Look at him. He's trying. Does this work? Yeah? No, I don't have anything there. Oh, let's go here. Sorry, guy. There's gels. I think this is the red gel. Oh. Oh. They don't stop moving when you interact, which you could argue is a bug, and I would argue yes. You can also combine items and get different gels. Boop, boop, boop. Just like with Resident Evil, I want to be vague on purpose, where this moderately restores HP. What does that mean? Like, how much is that? Spoilers, it's 30 HP. But, you know, you have to figure it out. You can go in here too. Do I have any ammo? Yeah. And reload. The only problem I have is this display text doesn't update. Like, I'd have to find a way to update it at the end of battle or something. It's not a big thing. This is more important for me if you were in the heat of battle and you had the shotgun equipped and you scroll over to the pistol ammo. It will give you an accurate representation of what is in your pistol clip. So when you switch to it, it'll, you know, not mislead you. That's a chandelier. I know it looks like a door, but it's gonna be a chandelier. Run away. Yeah, you get hurt, the enemy backs away, you have a little bit of time to escape. Run away! We'll go look. I took 2 damage. Because again, the whole point is not to fight everything, it is to survive. This opening area and a lot of the rooms, I give you a good amount of ammo and it's gonna start kind of tapering off. Let's go over here. I mean, you can see on the left here, I have all these rooms done for the most part. That guy's gonna try and get me. Something's interactable. I haven't decided if I want to make things that you can look at have some kind of indicator, just like these items have an indicator. Sucks to be. I wonder if he'll fight me after this. We might have found a bug. Nope. Good. I'm glad that didn't happen, because that would have sucked. This is the first main hallway, and it's the only hallway that's a circle, essentially. Yeah. Can't push it that way. This I'm working on right now. And into some of these other rooms. This is an office. Ignore the weird lamp in the middle. I like this animation. It's not that long. Get over it. They're outside the walls for testing because I'm working on this room. I had to get a computer to add in here because the whole house is not as modern as I would want it to be. That's the thing why I'm switching to a different tile set. Although I might hold out because someone put out a DLC just recently and I was like, this is really good, but it's only outside. And I want them to do inside, man. Where's the inside? Because it would work perfectly. So maybe I'll wait a little bit, but at the same time, I don't think it'll be too much work to just readapt this into a new tile set. Like, I have all this already. I just take a picture of it, change the map's tile set, and readjust as needed. I don't think it's gonna be that big of a deal, but who knows? Just totally based on Resident Evil 1, the zombie dogs in the hallway. A lot of the beginning of the game is based on the beginning of the original Resident Evil. You're in the, two-story entrance room. You see a zombie. I'll probably show the beginning of the game. You see a zombie, and it's like, is this a guy? Oh no, he's dead, and he fights me. That's like the introduction tutorial. These dogs are a little more vicious. You cannot escape. Let's see how it goes. Oh, lucky crit there. Never mind, it's not gonna be vicious at all. Oh, that's right. I was testing it, so I made them have 7 HP. Well, I beat the dogs. Is nothing here safe? I'm not sold on the line. This is blood for where the dogs die. It's not blood yet, because, this is broken glass. See, like I said, everything's temp. I like the darkness, to kind of not know where everything is and what's going on. But I don't know if I want more at the edge or not. I don't know if the claustrophobic weird vibe of it works. Also, as I said, this is the only room that is like this. Let's see if I have this right. Everything else isn't a square. Everything is a square. It's the Super Nintendo game. Yeah, this is not set up to go there yet. The other hallways are, I guess, more linear. They're not just a full circuit. But that hallway is also like a full circle. The whole east side of the original mansion in Resident Evil 1 is a square, but it's a loop. And then right here, if you're familiar with Resident Evil, is the dining room. Yay! Oh, there's a lot of zombies here, though. Oh my gosh! Oh my god! Run away! This is locked. Here. Yeah, and it's just gonna be exploring and wandering around, figuring things out, and trying not to get ambushed by zombies. Because you can see in a room like this, even if this is, I'm pretty sure it's just one zombie each, you can get ambushed, and now they're gonna take maybe 4 shots each. How much ammo do I have? You start running out of ammo pretty quick. This is all basic default menus, which I will change in some respect. I want to add, like, right here, or maybe even just right here, a reload button, so you can reload, and maybe a switch to this weapon button, so you don't have to go in here and do it, and maybe even add actions. But that's further down the line. I know it'd be annoying and it is annoying a little bit when playtesting, but I don't view that as a thing I need to spend a week implementing right now. That's like, it's acceptable to me to not have that. Let's go to the title screen and start a new game. I did set up the new game correctly. So I have this already works. You can set how much ammo conservation you have. This essentially, ammo is divided into light ammo and heavy ammo in the back end, and if you change it, like, oh, I only want a little ammo conservation, it adds, I think, 3 bullets to the pistol, 3, or maybe it's 4, for each time you find ammo. Like, each time you find pistol ammo, it will be increased, and this will increase it more, and this will decrease it if you want it even harder. And save locations, the default, obviously. There's more if you want it a little easier. There's more save locations that'll appear, and infinite saving. So you don't, as soon as you have an item to save with, which you get at the beginning of the game, you'll never have to worry about finding them anymore, and then you're good to go, and you have more locations. Also, low save mode. This is already all implemented. You use the save crystal, and it's broken, and you will not be able to save there ever again, which will make it very difficult the first time playing the game, because you're gonna get stuck. You get to make this also is implemented and works. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Just to give you kind of some personalization. You're playing as Megan, who we were running around with earlier, but you get to pick an appearance. Obviously, these are just temporary to make sure everything works, but this works. And you can input their name and be like, Dabog. And then when they're referred to in the dialogue, you can pick how you want them to be referred to. Pretty easy thing to do, and then the game starts. A little bit tropey, get lost on the side of the road. Now look, that's her name. The face looks kind of funny. Oh, damn, my name is Dagobah. It's like Deborah, but you fell asleep at the wheel. I meant Deborah, Doctor. Oh, too late. Too bad. I'm gonna skip through a lot of this. Keep your eyes on the road. Just to show off this. Let's hold on the eye roll. Is that a mansion over there? And placeholder sounds out the wazoo. This is cool. I'm a fan of how this looks. This whole map, I think, came out very well. I might not even change the tile set at all. I really like the way it looks. It's like Men's Warehouse. Oh no, the car castle. We gotta go to the mansion. So we're gonna leave that there. And that's it. This is, I don't know how long this has been, but there's a quick little update. There's a bunch more features like puzzles and keys. I spent a lot of time implementing features to make sure I could get stuff to work before I even started designing things. But I have, you can see on the left here, I don't know, close to 15 rooms that are done. For the most part, items might change as things get further. I want to start. When I was replaying Resident Evil 1 recently, I realized how kind of pendulum-esque the structure of the game was, where you get a key way on the west side, and well, half the doors for it are on the east side, and then you'd go into those doors with that key, and you'd get something that'd be like, oh, this is the who's a what's it. Well, that's on the west side, so it kind of it like, imagine concentric circles and they keep going outward, and you'd be going back and forth from one like the circle would expand, but you're going from one edge to the opposite edge to the opposite to the opposite, and it keeps expanding and expanding. And that's kind of what I'm want to implement here. So you'll find these rooms, maybe they're not final, they're gonna have items or clues or something for another room on the other side, and because I haven't made that other room yet, there's no point in really having it there. So I'm kind of making it as it goes, and this is the beginning of the game. It's not as open, although the current design of it is like my bathroom. I have tile sets for this now, so it's not just 4 squares and a curtain, and I guess this is a toilet. Oh, I lost my train of thought. Oh well, it doesn't matter. Oh, there's 3 ways to get to the game, essentially. 3 main paths to get through the mansion. And the cool thing, I think, is you can just do them. Like, once you get to where that save file basically is, and you get the key. Oh, look at it. It messes with the frame rate. You can, oh, I'm going to go over here and accidentally start Route 2 instead of Route 1. Or I'm going to go do Route 3 on accident. And there's also points along those routes that intersect. So if you go 3 steps in to Route 1 and find a key, well, that key helps you for Route 1, sure, but it also opens a door in the middle of Route 2. So you can just all of a sudden, and without even knowing it, now you're on Route 2. And even you can keep going on Route 2, and maybe you find another item, and now you're on Route 3. Or now you go back to Route 1, and you didn't even know. And that also adds other puzzles within the mansion that don't necessarily give you progress in the same way that you'd expect, but it's like, oh, here's an extra item, or here's something to help you in another room that's completely unrelated, and it adds a lot of mystery to it to kind of not know exactly where you need to go, but know that there's always something to solve. And that's why I also implemented the quests. For every like big important thing, there will be a quest added on there. So you know, like, oh, there's a piano in this room. I don't know what to do with it or why, but it was added to the quest log. Or maybe you just find an item, and so you can just look at the item and figure out, like, what does this item do? Like, what does the description say? Maybe I'll be using this somewhere later. So if you ever get stuck and not sure where to go, what quests do I have? What item do I have I haven't used yet? Let me try and figure that out. And that's kind of also the aim of having 3 different routes, is that you can start one, and if you get stuck and not know where to go, you can still be like, oh, well, I never explored this side of the mansion, so I'll go over there. And now maybe you did 3 steps into Route 1, couldn't figure out the puzzle, or missed it somehow, because I probably didn't design it right. And then you're like, all right, I'll go back over here. And now you start doing side 2, like Route 2. Anyway, case in point, the whole thing is set up to not be something that you 100%. It's set up to be these events that you're not sure exactly how you're interacting with them, and not every playthrough would be the same depending on the route that you take. There's even early on, I can get to it. Oh no, look at the car, I'm stuck. There's a point early on here where you're asked the choice, and it's, do you want Dagba to go back to the car and get your bag? And if you say this, and see, look, there's little sprites there too. If you do that, you're gonna meet up with her, or you don't have to, but you're gonna meet up with her later, and she'll give you an item, and that choice affects what item you get. And so there's a bunch of other little things. This is the other example I'll give. This is an Aaron Sorkin walk and talk right here. And I had to implement a fix. Watch, I'll get teleported. If you skip all the text. Boop. Don't skip all the text. Don't be an asshole. But I counted for you. She's having like a panic attack. Don't worry about it. It's fine. It's fine. Everyone's fine. There's no zombies at all. We're perfectly safe. The other example I'll give is there is a note left. And next to the note is a pile of ammo. And the note's like, hey, I left this for you, be careful. And if you take the ammo, that person is going to later come into that room and not have the ammo. And so you'll find that person dead later if you don't take the ammo. But if you happen to go a different way and find that person first, you'll have an interaction with them. And then when you go back to that room, the ammo will be gone. So little things like that that are gonna change the adventure with, it's, you know, it's the Dark Souls thing, but Resident Evil did this too, where you're not sure exactly what is an action that's going to have consequences, and the consequences aren't major, but it's just little divergences. And I really like that. I think it's a cool thing to have, to add replayability. I just really like how this came out. I know it's told about, this is very, very thick grass over here. Those are trees also. That's enough for this. Just quick overview. But I'm excited. I've had this idea for a long, long time, and it's cool to finally do it. Ooh, let's go look and see. Here, I'll just show you the. See, I left my bag. Oh no. Now, regardless, Degbra is gonna go back and get something, but it's just what she comes back for you. Boom, boom. The door's not aligned. I know the door's not aligned. Blah blah blah. Gotta check your corners if you're gonna go into the spooky mansion. Yeah, it's my other door. See? And so this goes into the tutorial, which I guess I can show. It's less of a tutorial and more hey, you're gonna need to figure out how this combat system works, and you can't get hurt in this battle, so just figure it out. I like this effect right here. It's simple. This is simple things that please me. He's just an injured man. And then you have this whole thing. That's it. Merry Christmas. Have fun. It's July, actually. It's not. You can see. Oh, you can see when I'm recording it. Don't look. Don't spoil. It's gonna be spoiled for you.